I'm fired up for the 2026 Major League Baseball season, and I've got 5 pitchers that I think are going to take the next step and become breakout stars in 2026. Let's go. First off, a breakout star for me. None of these players have an ERA plus over 100 in any season in their career. That's my definition of a player needing to break out, is topping that league average mark and far exceeding it. Now with pitchers, it's always so tough because of injuries, but I've got 5 guys, so let's see if they can do it. Up first for the Tampa Bay Rays, I've got Joe Boyle, and it's because of the pitch mix that I've got Joe Boyle as a breakout contender in 2026. Terrific fastball velo, 96th percentile across the league. Lots of swing and miss in his game. He ditched a curveball coming over from the athletics organization over to the Rays, and now he's throwing a very nice split that he's had good early success with, in particular in the late half of 2025 as he incorporated that pitch more and more. The fastball is very effective up with big time velo. He needs to tunnel that with that new splitter, get it going down and create that tunnel a la Kevin Gossman, but with more velocity. So that's why I think Joe Boyle has the potential to take that next step. He incorporates a nice slider as well. Combine all those 3 pitches, just really focus on fastball, splitter. He has the potential to really take the next step in 2026. My 4th place guy, I've got a reliever. Yes, a reliever. Mason Fluharty of the Toronto Blue Jays. I really like the work he had in the playoffs at the end of the regular season last year. I think he can take a big step forward. Average exit velocity in the 95th percentile, so weak contact. The whiff percent in the 91st percentile. The hard hit percent in the 95th percentile. Mason Fluharty can be very effective. He just needs to throw more strikes. He has that sweeper cutter combination. His stuff really plays even in the zone. He gets a lot of swing and miss in the zone still. So I think this is why he can be even more effective and lay off the walks. He has the ability to tunnel that cutter down and in to righties, and that could make the sweeper more effective. His cutter was middle up so much last year, in particular to righties, but if he can throw that pitch down and into righties as well, tunnel that back foot sweeper down and in, he can be even more effective. I think the playoff experience is really going to pay dividends for Mason Fluharty, maybe even a possible closer somewhere down the line. Number 3 is the young man known simply as The Miz. Jacob Mizorowski and the Milwaukee Brewers. Yes, he was an all-star last year, but let's be realistic. People just want to see him light up the radar gun. He wasn't truly an all-star. But The Miz, of course, has that high-end fastball velocity, 99th percentile. K rate in the 93rd percentile. What I love best is extension. He gets the ball out there, 100th percentile. Nobody throws the ball closer to home plate than Jacob Mizorowski, and that is what leads to all this velocity. Last year, too often in the middle of the zone. Yes, major league hitters, you throw it down the middle, they're going to hit it a long way. He has to be more effective away from the middle zone with fastball, slider, and curve. He started to incorporate changeup a little more last season. It was his 4th most used pitch, but it was very effective for him. Maybe he ditches one of the slider or curve and incorporates this changeup even more, in particular to lefties. And I think Mizorowski is going to get a big time opportunity because of the trade of Freddie Peralta. We've seen this before with the Brewers. When Corbin Burns left, Freddie Peralta really took the next step. Now that Peralta's been moved out, is the Miz going to be the new guy in Milwaukee? How about my number 2 guy, the New York Yankees, Will Warren? Cam Schlittler gets all the headlines. Luis Gil the season before, but I think Will Warren has a chance to really break out, especially early in the season for the Yankees. With injuries to Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon, he should get an opportunity in that starting rotation. I love extension from pitchers. You're going to hear this all the time from me. 81st percentile for Will Warren in terms of extension. And the fastball run value was plus 17 last year. That is huge. So where does he need to improve? The sweeper was negative 10 run value, and the changeup was negative 5. But both show promise with above average movement. It's all about location for Will Warren. He just needs to execute more often. 20% of his pitches miss low and away to righties. Yes, 20%. That of all his pitches. So he needs to be more effective on the edges and in the zone. Batters would lay off this area far too much for effectiveness. The lowest swing percentage by zone for Will Warren. He needs to throw more competitive pitches, in particular down and away. And if he can really hone in on that piece of the zone and really manage it very effectively, Will Warren has a chance to be a star in 2026. And my number one guy to break out starting pitcher, Jack Leiter of the Texas Rangers. I absolutely love the improvements from Leiter and think he's ready for that next step. Fastball velocity, 88th percentile. Extension, same thing, 88th percentile. Fastball run value, plus 12. Very, very similar to Will Warren. What I love is the incorporation of the kick change, which was really effective for Leiter last year and has a chance to be even better after he incorporated it at the beginning of last season. He now gets more vertical than horizontal movement, and that should continue to show improvement as he becomes more effective with this type of pitch and can locate it more frequently. The focus now needs to be more on the slider than the curveball. The curve is just something he probably should just drop. Focus on the slider and the changeup outside that great fastball. Similar to Will Warren, he needs to throw consistently competitive pitches, in particular down and away. He was a little bit better than Warren in this regard, but it's a part of the zone that he needs to rule, and if he can manage it and become a top-end pitcher down and away, then he is going to be one of the top arms in 2026. So let's see what Leiter can do for the Texas Rangers. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of another video here on 3 Up, 3 Down. I greatly appreciate all your guys' support. I know I've been away from bits and pieces, but I really, really hope you guys can hang in with this channel, hang in with me. We make all kinds of content through the 2026 MLB season. As always, I greatly appreciate your support. Until next time, take care, everyone.